You are watching the multi-awarded Radio Bandido TV on channel 224 Sky Cable and TV Plus boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Informing, advising, and entertaining the Filipinos and OFWs around the world. Streaming live on www.facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. or on YouTube, channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
Philippines, and welcome to another episode of Mystical Buffet. My name is Santos, and I'm with Marge, the singer, my beloved and partner.
Okay, so thank you. Magandang mainit na gabi. Mainit na Sabado. Ang init-init yung mga hapon.
Grabe ha. Oh.
Yes, but well, we spent most of the time watching the coronation. And sino na ba ang mga nandito?
Madami. Oo.
Okay. Ay, sabi ni Elise. Hindi ba, Elise, this is from Ali McBeal also?
Yes,
I don't know
yes.
if it is.
Oo.
Nice song, sabi ni Ma'am Marge. How are you doing, awesome couple?
We're okay. Mainit lang dito.
We're okay, Ma'am Marge. Mainit lang talaga, sobra. Sabi niya, hello, Ats and Tito G. And Lisel Alejandro. Uy, ang aga. Sino pang nandiyan sa'yo?
Teka, check ko ha. Hindi ko pa na bubuksan.
Okay.
Yan.
So, thank you.
Hindi pa lumalabas.
we're going to be an Ali McBeal night
Yun, nakita
of
ko na.
songs tonight.
Oo.
So, karamihan Ali McBeal.
Oo, yun.
And then, nandito din si Manang Guring. Hello!
Manang Guring. Kaya sa Palawan ba siya?
Oo, ano yan? Inalagaan ako ng gusto niya nung younger days ko. So, sabi ni Mama, scared of the heat na po ako. Talaga, it's scary. You know, sabi nila, pagka sunod-sunod daw sa US, pag sunod-sunod yung mataas ang ang temperature, tinatawag ng heat wave. Pero dito, hindi pa daw yun heat wave.
Heat pa lang.
Good evening. Good evening po, sabi ni Luz Papa. Wow, yay, sabi ni Elise. Oo, nakakatuwa yung mga songs ng Ali McBeal. So we kind of listen to a lot of Vonda Shepherd songs. And
Ganda yung collection niya.
oo.
Diba? Oo.
Bakit yung caption natin, Aling McBeal. Ali McBeal.
Saan nakali?
Dun sa oo.
Yun ang rinig niya eh.
Oo. Okay. So, anyway, did you guys watch the coronation? I have an insight, ha?
Sige.
It's a parang a happy occasion for everyone and for the whole world. I think everyone was watching, but iniisip ko kanina, kung ikaw si King Charles III now.
Oo.
Dati Prince Charles lang siya. Kung ikaw siya, parang hinintay mong mamatay yung mother mo para maging king.
Hindi, ganun talaga
Diba?
eh. Yun yung succession,
I know.
diba?
It's because of the succession. And it will be happening forever and ever for the monarchy.
Yes, oo.
Diba? But, yun na nga, the insight there is it's only going to happen. You become head of the land when your mom or your dad dies.
Correct.
Oo, ganun.
Lang.
'Di ba? So katulad ni heir apparent si Prince William.
Malapit siya, susunod siya.
Siyang susunod in succession. So he has to wait for King Charles to perish.
Ayun, ganun yun.
Ganon. Yun lang yung insight ko, ha. Parang naisip ko lang na dito kasi sa Philippines wala tayong monarchy, wala tayong king and queen. Dito you never know who's gonna succeed.
Oo, syempre.
Diba?
Oo.
Who's going to be to be heir apparent to the position of president. So there's an election time and again. Even in the US, it's the same way. Diba? So for democratic countries, it's going to be an election that will decide who rules the land. Diba? Pero sa monarchy,
wala, tuloy-tuloy yan. Buong pamilya yan eh. So,
tapos ano pala
one family lang.
Yung last coronation event was in 1953 when I was born. So yung kinanta kanina Te Deum, it
was composed for that particular event.
Queen Elizabeth's coronation. Yan. So masaya na nakakalungkot pag inisip mo na kaya ka lang nag-a-ascend sa throne is because someone dies. Someone very close to you dies. So, or if someone abdicates the throne.
Malayo, tagalong inintay ni Prince Charles.
At saka iba na, iba na kasi in the time of King Edward who married Wallis Simpson, a divorcee, he had to abdicate the throne.
Okay.
Kaya ang sumunod yata, I'm not sure about my history, but ang sumunod yata is the father of Elizabeth.
Oo.
Kasi siya yung second in succession.
Pero who died early also.
Oo.
Kaya Queen Elizabeth was queen to
ng batang-bata pa siya.
Yeah. Yun nga maganda. Tagal. Diba?
So, she ruled for 70 years. Ay, tama. Tama, 70 years. Oo, as old as I am. Yun. So, anong sinasabi nila? So, nandito si Nicole Jacinto.
Nicole.
Hi there. Thank you for tuning in. And then, nandito din si Ate Becky.
Ate Becky, kumusta dyan? Kuya Dodi.
Oh, nasa
Oo.
Palawan pala si Manang Guring. Sa
Oo,
July
sabi
pa siya
sa'yo,
uwi sa
Palawan yan
US. Oh, kaso ang
Oo.
layo, no? So, hindi kami nagkikita.
Oo.
Anyway, at least natapos yung yung coronation ng nang tapos na rin ako mag-makeup.
Ano?
Multitasking ako
Photo finish. Oo.
I was writing the script and then glancing at Pero syempre, hindi ako yung tao na I can write and I can do things
At the same time.
at the same time listening to something.
Oo.
Kahit songs hindi ako nakikinig.
Mhm.
Uy! Ang tagal na wala ni Joe Limlingan
Batiin ko si Nina, kasama ni Nicole. Hi, Nina!
Nina! Hi! Hi! We will get in touch with you soonest possible time. So I have not been well. I've had a sore throat for two days. Siya, nung nagka-sore throat, nawalan siya totally ng boses.
Oo.
Tapos, he had to take very
antibiotics.
strong antibiotics, yung azithromycin or azithromax for 3 days. And then, together with that, kasi parang hindi agad gumaling, meron pa rin siyang phlegm.
Mhm.
So, he had to take Flumosil, which we swear
Galing siya.
by it
Galing
na
yan.
talagang magaling ang Flumosil.
Oh, thank you to
For-
Doctors.
For as an expectorant,
Mhm.
magaling yung Flumosil talaga. Aside from that, there's a plus to that medicine. Ano siya, effervescent tablet.
Oo.
Aside from that, it also has a lot of antioxidant. Okay?
Okay.
So, it helps you to fight whatever. Virus yun eh. Virus
Kamote ko
inside.
nakalimutan nga yung med na yun, yung Flumosil.
But we have a lot, diba?
Oo, meron nga.
Oo, marami
Buti
kami kasi
pinaalala ni Doctors.
Kasi nung nagka-COVID kami, yun po yung isa sa mga talagang hindi namin pwedeng bitawan. Even after we were already recovered, we still had to take Flumosil because it's actually Fluimosil.
Oh, Fluimosil.
Oo. We still had to take that according to the doctor because of the antioxidant properties it had.
Okay.
Oo. So anyway, thank you so much, Nina and Nicole. We're so honored that you're tuned in. Anyway, so let's go to the main topic. I've said hello to everyone, have I? Si Joe Limlingan, sinasabi ko yung matagal na nawala. He's from Pampanga. Sabi niya, good evening po, matagal na akong hindi nakakapanood sa programa niyo, as I've said. At nakakapakinig. Mahigit 1 taon na rin pala ang nakalipas po. Pabati daw siya ng happy birthday. Happy birthday, Joe. On
Joe
May
Limlingan.
7.
Oh,
May
happy
7
birthday.
is tomorrow. So,
Yeah, correct.
let's sing for Joe.
Okay. Ayan.
Especially for Joe and for others who are celebrating their
Maraming may birthday ngayon, ha?
birthdays.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Joe. And all the other celebrants.
Ayan.
Okay.
Si, Collector Raymond Mamao of Fair Cargo, birthday niya ngayon.
yes.
Happy
Sino pa?
birthday. Jackie Rivera of PAL PSI.
Si Jackie
PSI.
Rivera ba o
Oo.
si Jackie sa MICP?
Hindi, Rivera.
Okay.
Ayan.
Sino pa? Parang marami kang sinabi sa akin kanina. But anyway, we'd also like to say our deepest sympathies to the family of Carl, his nephew, who died in a freak accident last week. Birthday din daw ni Baba.
Ay, oo, si Baba. Oo, kahapon yata, Miles. No?
Oo. Inaanak ni G yun.
Oo.
Si Baba. Okay. So, pero hindi naman sila nanonood kasi I think we're not friends on Facebook. I don't know.
Oo.
I don't know. So anyway, we promised you a topic that is very appropriate because yesterday, Eastern Time, 1 p.m. was the full moon. The full moon in Scorpio.
Okay.
So, full moons are a time for releasing and relinquishing.
If you have an excess in your life, this is the time for it to go down the drain. Okay, so through silent meditation, exchanging of thoughts, or spiritual practice, full moons are a point when we can let go.
Okay, so let's make that very clear for the listeners that full moon rituals are really for releasing or letting go of stuff. Like if there's any negativities around you and if there's something that you want to let go of, create or do the ritual of releasing. So if it's the new moon, it's the month for manifestation. It's a time for you to try to do some rituals for gaining things.
That's for the new moon,
For the new moon.
For the full moon,
For the
pwede
full
pa
moon.
ngayon, Umabol.
Oo.
Pwede
Hindi
pa
kasi,
umabol.
di ba, every full moon, 3 days before and 3 days
After.
after,
Okay.
you can do the ritual and you can still do it. Kasi kahapon pa lang yun. So, count 3 more days. The strength of the full moon is still there. So, you can still do the releasing rituals that you...
May gusto ko yung paalisin
You can find.
o alisin.
Kung meron kayong gustong mawala sa buhay ninyo,
Yeah.
then,
Now is the time. Oh, di ba?
grabe ka naman. Yeah, pero siguro marami din naman talagang tao na gustong may alisin sa mga buhay nila.
Meron marami
Those are yung
ganun.
mga
Oo.
excess baggage
Oo.
and excess relationships.
Mhm.
And basta yung hindi na kailangan.
Mga kontrabida.
Mga kontrabida.
Oh,
Oo.
yan, oh.
Yes, cleansing is needed, sabi ni Nicole. Cleansing, the new moon is
Cleansing
really for
also.
cleansing.
Oo. And
So,
if you have crystals also, di ba yung mga ganyan, yung mga necklace, mga semi-precious stones, you can use the full moon energy to cleanse.
to cleanse. Oo.
Yan. Oh.
Sabi ni Ma'am Miles, kami din, hindi na friends.
Oo nga. Diba?
Sad, no?
Oo.
Sad. For really close friends or relatives or siblings to part ways and be estranged.
Mhm.
'Di ba? So the full moon and lunar eclipse, meron 'di ba? May lunar eclipse.
Mhm.
In Scorpio occurred at 1:34 p.m. yesterday.
Yesterday, yan,
May 5, 2023.
oh. So, following Western astrology, these complete moon guides are monthly reminders to set and review your intentions. So, your horoscope is a rudimentary prompt for self-reflection.
So, should you learn that you must control the outcome of your desires? Should you? Should you? Yun ang question. The tendency to reach for control over people, situations, and opinions is rooted in insecurity. So, whenever we feel a sense of fear, yung parang ano ka, balisa at odds, our minds begin to be filled with nervousness and anxiety.
Okay,
Di
so
ba
our heart
ganun yan?
rates accelerate, fingers, feet, and limbs may begin to shake, and somehow we may forget to breathe or we hyperventilate. May question si Nicole.
Oo nga.
Kaya-
Sabi ni Nicole, paano ba magtanggal ng demonyo sa buhay? How can we help do this
Ritualan natin yan.
during this time? You can really do what? Vanishing and banishing and binding rituals. We will talk about that. Spot on daw. That was really our topic for tonight
Sakto.
because a lot of people need to what's this, yung mag-unload ng mga mabibigat. You know, yung 'di ba? Sabi nila that that the causes of illnesses are not only due to physical physical causation, but it can also come from emotional and mental causations. So it becomes a burden, and kaya makikita mo yung ibang yung tao, nakadroop yung shoulders.
Oh, tapos may back pain.
Tapos may back.
Upper, middle, or the lower.
So it
tatlo sa
always
likod.
means
Yeah.
something when you have back pains, 3 kinds pa rin yun.
Oo.
Oo. Or if you have eye troubles, like I was blind for 3 years. It was probably at a time in my life that I didn't want to see anything. That was during the time of Pinoy. Oo. So during that time, there were a lot of things I didn't wanna see.
Yun, ganun
So
yan.
kaya bulag ako. Tapos biglang nagliwanag ang mata ko. Nung time ni President Duterte.
Yes. Oh.
Di ba? So, nothing is by accident. Things in life happen because they need to happen. Minsan na na-discuss natin the 4 laws of the shaman. You're always where you need to be at a certain time with the certain circumstance and persons that need to be there.
And the right place.
Oo, and the right place. But if it becomes too heavy, a burden, you can make them vanish, or you can banish them, or you can bind them. Diba? But you have to have, dapat pala nabigyan ko no? Nabigyan ko si Nicole ng ganun. Oo. So, madaling gawin yun. Mamaya, i-message ko sa iyo.
Nestor Estrella.
We can't discuss it here. Baka tayo ma-MTRCB tayo eh. Cannot. Alam mo, pero yung advice ng anak ko dun sa medyo may diferensyang rider, sabi niya, magtali ka lang dun sa puno ng mangga, ng puppet. It's P-O-P-P-E-T. It's actually not a voodoo doll, but a doll that you can
Use.
identify. Lalagyan mo siya ng pangalan, tapos ibitin mo sa puno ng mangga, tapos pakita mo sa kanya na may mga tusok ng karayom.
Hindi voodoo doll yun.
Hindi. Hindi voodoo doll yun. It's just a revenge, no. Bad yun.
Wag yan.
Oo, sige. You know kasi that everything we do always comes back to us threefold. But again, I will tell you that there are times when you are justified to do it.
Yun.
If it becomes a heavy burden, and if it's obvious that the person is really not doing any good to the world, pwede mo siyang Huwag ko na ituloy yung sasabihin ko. So anyway,
Pati mo muna si Nestor Estrella. Nandyan.
at saka si Gemaline.
Nestor
Hi,
Estrella is
Nestor.
from Taiwan.
He's from Taiwan. He's a musician.
Oo.
A good one. That's his,
A sax player.
At saka siya eh. And he sings also.
Oo.
Oo. So, si Nestor is musician by profession. Si G is a musician by passion. I am a singer that needs to be knocked out para huwag na kumanta.
Hindi naman.
Talo kami ng talo kanina sa rehearsal eh. Anyway, nandito din si
Gemaline.
Gemma.
From Hong Kong naman yan. Sa Hong Kong.
Yes.
Okay, wala pa yung mga taga-Europe dito.
Wala pa yung mga taga-Europe.
Saka Australia.
Well, siguro walang gig ngayon si Nestor kasi sabi niya, good evening, beautiful couple, G and Marge, mystical buffet na. So, of course, every Saturday, it's the same people who tune in because it feels like it's a party among friends. Diba? So,
once a week lang naman eh.
So every Saturday lang. And I'm so thankful for the loyal listeners. Like Luz Papa never misses any.
Si Ma'am Miles.
Si Ma'am Miles, definitely not.
Si Elise.
Talagang hindi. Kahit magkasunog-sunog ang breakfast.
Di ba? Pero niluluto niya dyan.
Ano kayang niluluto ngayon? Makialam nga tayo. So, in Texas, Ma'am Miles, anong niluluto mo ngayong almusal? Kasi umaga na doon.
Baka may pancakes na naman. Na...
Tsaka mainggit ka na naman kung may bacon siyang niluluto.
Oo, huwag lang
Tagal na
masunod.
natin hindi kumakain ng bacon,
oo
ha?
nga, oo.
Ako gusto ko, pag kumain ako ng bacon, yung hindi tipid. Yung marami hanggang masakit na yung ano ko.
Yung ano mo, yung palit.
Yung
Kasugat-sugat na.
hanggang sugat-sugat na daw yung ngala-ngala mo. Anyway, to move on. If we can successfully pull on the reins and manage our imaginations, then nervousness and anxiety can actually subside. Pwede siya talagang i-control. If our imagination takes the driver's seat, siya yung nagli-lead sa'yo, then the rest of our body may anxiously do what it takes to try to gain control. You should always. You should not let anyone, anything, any situation or circumstance get the better of you. Parating ikaw ang nagmamaneho. At saka, if you go sailing naman, ikaw yung timon.
Okay.
Diba?
So, remember, the outcome may never be perfectly ideal. So, regardless, if you try to direct what's out of your control, or if you learn to manage your discontent and practice acceptance. So, yesterday, May 5, was the full moon in Scorpio and the sun in
Basahin ko lang
Taurus.
muna si Ma'am Miles.
Yan, sige.
Sabi niya, wala po kaming lakad. I woke up early, cooked pancakes. You were right.
Di ba?
For kids and tortang talong at sardinas for the adults. Siguro may sinangag yan. Oo.
Tortang talong na may banana ketchup. Yan, masarap.
Sabi niya, kahit walang lakad sila, I cooked early. Chill while having brewed coffee and watching you guys. Oh my gosh, gusto ko tuloy ng kape. And, you know, my friends and I were actually, talking about having coffee at home. Parang it's somehow different from having coffee at the popular coffee place.
Iba, no?
Oo, iba eh. Iba talaga. It's not even the milk or the creamer or whatever. Basta it's different. I think it's the process. Sabi ng friend ko, it's pronounced as process.
Oh, how it was
processed.
Processed.
Oo. So anyway, yung kape natin sa bahay, ewan ko, parang sa K-drama, they just brew their own coffee eh. Kaya lang maganda yung coffee machine nila. Parang they use pods. Oo, sarap talaga. Grabe ako, I'm so addicted to coffee. Tapos sabi ni Nestor, 9:30 p.m. ang tapos ng work ko, Marge.
Maaga, Nestor.
Maaga. So talagang nakakaano siya. Nakakahabol sa Mystical Buffet. Thank you so much, Nestor. Yung friend natin, hindi pa yata na-appoint
Saan?
Yung nagsasax din.
Sino yun?
Man. Sabi ni Ma'am Miles, elevated po ko, enzymes ko, ang advice, uminom ng kape. You know that coffee is very good. It has a lot of antioxidants. Sabi ni Nicole, Mystical Buffet is one of the very best shows ever. It's because Marge and G gives us a sense of spirituality and calm direction or redirection of energy. Sincere, real, intelligent, and in the service of the betterment of creation.
Wow! Salamat naman,
Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Natatouch yan. Alam mo, ang dali niyan umiyak. Oo, bakit ba pag nanonood kami ng K-drama, ang dali-dali umiyak? Thank you so much, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
It's so heartwarming. Thank you to you and Nina. So, anyway, every Saturday, it's a party. But hindi tayo break.
Wala pa siguro. Mamaya.
Anyway, so dahil pinag-uusapan natin, tapusin muna natin yan. Yesterday was May 5 and the full moon in Scorpio and the sun in Taurus will have an effect on the north and south node, making what we know as an eclipse in astrology.
Ayun, okay.
So the full moon will also aspect Mercury retrograde.
Ngayon, Mercury, May 14 pa matatapos.
Alam mo bang last week, kung ano-ano nangyayari sa namin, sa show namin, nawawala na, That's how Mercury retrograde works. Everything.
Explain mo sa kanila yung Mercury retrograde.
Okay.
So it happens
three or four
times a year.
It's one of the most dreaded phenomenon in astrology. Mercury retrograde is like the planet Mercury goes on a backward motion, but it actually isn't. It's an illusion. So when Mercury or MR happens, what happens? So everything regarding communication and transportation goes wrong. So di ba?
May glitches.
Di ba nawalan ng kuryente ang Terminal 3? Tapos there's going to be shutdown of on
May 17. Pero
no fly zone.
That's post Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, but Mercury retrograde has shadow period.
Okay.
If it ends on the 14th, then you have about a week or two na meron pa siyang minor glitches na lang. So if it's Mercury retrograde, usually what happens is your computer
crashes. May glitch.
May glitch. Tapos yung communication, may glitches.
Yung appliances, may breakdown.
Yan.
Yan, nako.
So everything can go wrong during the Mercury retrograde, which for the bad news is it happens 3 to 4 times a year.
So ngayon, we're still under Mercury retrograde up to May 14. Okay.
So, Mercury retrograde is in Taurus, causing us to reflect back on difficult interactions. This is a time to accept what we experience as it is. Not a reason to fight, flight, or hope for a different outcome. So, with Uranus, tawa ng tawa yung apo ko dyan sa Uranus. Opposing the moon, chances are that emotional bursts of behavior will lead to more chaos. So Taurus and Scorpio are both rather headstrong signs, and for that reason, you may want to fight to have things your way. Ipaglalaban mo ang gusto mo. So for everyone listening, this is a time for you to fight for what you want. So when you can be at peace with the way things are, as opposed to what they could be, then it will be easier to release the outcome. Sabi nga nila, di ba, sa Buddhism, dapat talaga merong non-attachment to the result of whatever. You're not attached, you're doing things, but the universe kasi is constantly eavesdropping on our thoughts and our desires. So, nangyayari pa rin ho yun kahit na even if it doesn't happen right now, it happens in due time. Di ba? Oo. So, your quest for this full moon is?
To practice letting the wind flow without attempting to trap it in a jar. So, that's a metaphor suggesting you learn to live and let live.
May mga tao kasi na wow, this is so yucky. May mga tao na when they release gas from their bodies, tinatrap nila, tapos inaamoy nila.
Maraming ganun.
It's so crazy.
Siyempre.
But I see a lot of people na parang, do you enjoy the smell of your,
Sa'yo naman yun eh.
Kahit na.
Oo. Di ba, okay lang yun.
Oo. Ito
Wala
kasi sabi mo, without attempting to trap it in a jar. Can you imagine if somebody traps the gas from somebody's body into a jar and then tatakpan niya? Tight. Pag binuksan mo yun, ang baho ng room. Magdi-dissipate ba yun? Hindi eh.
Hindi. Kung trapped siya eh. Basta walang leak yung jar.
Okay. So, it's a metaphor suggesting you learn to live and let live. So, keep in mind that living requires recognizing your emotional truths. Okay?
So, unlike your sun sign, which is determined by your birthday, your rising sign is determined by the time you were born. So, ganda rin itong astrology, no?
Yes.
Parang sarap pag-alalan din.
For,
diba?
for those who are tuned in, we've been talking about Batsi reading Batsu reading and Batsu charts. So it's very similar
Oo.
to Western astrology at saka yung Chinese astrology which is feng shui and the animal signs and everything. Kasi yung rising sign, to be very specific, G, it's determined by which zodiac sign was in the eastern horizon when you were born.
So maraming parameters. And to get specific, it is determined by which
I just said
zodiac
that.
sign was on the eastern. Okay, and it changes every 2 hours. Pareho sa Chinese, di ba? Every 2 hours you have an animal for those particular 2 hours.
So, anyway, as an aside, no, kanina, sabi ni G, na ang coronation daw ni Prince Charles was in the rooster hour. So I was saying, ano naman, rat naman siya, wala
The
naman
rooster
yung
hour
conflict.
dito pala.
Oo.
Dito pala sa Philippines. Pero sa UK, nasa ano siya? Horse 11 to 1.
Oo.
doon
Kaya
pala
lang,
pa.
ang sinasabi niya kasi, parang may clash yung hour ng coronation niya.
Meron.
Oo, kasi ang nasa day pillar niya is
The rabbit.
the rabbit and the rooster, they clash.
King Charles was born on a rat year.
Rat year. Kaya nasabi ko, rat yung niya, yung animal sign, birth year.
Birth
Oo.
year.
So anyway, each animal sign in the Chinese astrology is assigned 2 hours each, di ba?
Pareho.
So
So
kanina,
you have 12 animals times 2, that's 24 hours.
so what's the rat hour?
Rat hour is 11 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Tapos pagkatapos ng rat is ox. Alam na alam ko yan. 1 to 3 p.m.
1 to
Kasi
3.
yun yung pinutukan tayo ng gongma inside the
Fire penalty.
na fire penalty tayo sa loob ng SLEX.
Oo.
Oo. So 1 to 3 is ox. And then 3 to 5
Is the tiger hour.
AM
Tiger
yan.
hour. So
AM.
2 hours. 3 to 5.
So 5 to 7 is the rabbit hour.
Oo.
AM. So it just goes like that. In the wheel, 'di ba? You have first the rat because yung storya na kung sino yung unang nakarating kay Buddha, the rat was the first one to reach Buddha's residence.
How did he reach?
Kasi nga hindi siya
Buddha.
makalangoy.
Oh.
So sumakay sila ng cat and the rat sa likod ng ox. Oo, si ox kasi mabait talaga yon, mabait na Kaya kung may ox kayo sa birth chart, ibig sabihin mabait kayo tsaka industrious. Not a lazy person. Anyway, so sumakay sila tapos midway tinulak niya si Cat. Kaya nawala si Cat sa astrology ng Chinese.
Ayun.
Dahil hindi nakarating kay Buddha nalunod. So it goes on throughout life that the cat is always upset and annoyed at the rat.
Ayun.
Diba?
Kaya pala eh.
So anyway, nauna si rat, sumunod si ox, tapos si tiger, tapos si rabbit, tapos si dragon, then snake, then horse.
Galing mo
Sabi mo naman, galing ko. Si horse, tapos si goat, tapos si monkey, si rooster, si dog, si pig.
Ayun.
Okay. So, yun yung paikot. So, yung sinasabi namin na ang start ng hour ng rat is from
11 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning.
then you can just go around and know which hour. So, that is how you're also going to find out if you have a clash on those days. So, for launching a project, make sure that the hour is not a clashed hour for you.
Favorable dapat.
Favorable.
Oh.
Okay. So, okay. Thank you for that, Nicole. And then sabi ni Edgar Badbadon, hello po, magandang gabi po sa aming minamahal ng Ma'am Marge and Sir G. So you're in for night of Ally McBeal's songs.
Si Edgar is from
Watching
Kabaglaw.
live from 𝗕𝘂𝗳𝗲𝗁. Kalinog, Iloilo. Ayan. Peace. Okay, and then sabi ni Nestor, basahin mo.
The best radio show ever.
Oh.
Wow, galing naman. Salamat, Nestor, ha?
But you should also listen on every Wednesday. Nicole Jacinto is on air, and she talks about health kasi it's with Makati Medical Center
Ayun,
as co-sponsor ba? Oo.
Parang
We've
ganun.
listened many times, and if you want a health related program, Nicole is on air every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Wait, Nicole, anong oras yung program mo? Kasi parati kong natsyempohan yun eh.
Gising ka na nun.
Gising na ako nun. Kasi I'm asleep until lunchtime. So, sabi ni Nestor, very informative and a wholesome entertainment. Educational as well. So, yan ang
Salamat,
Mystical Buffet
Nestor.
whole package. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, yun na nga, 2 hours each yung mga animal. You can be a Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, Scorpio Sun and Gemini Rising, Aquarius Sun and Gemini Rising. So, you can have an ascendant. When you say rising, it's about the ascendant sign.
Okay.
Your rising sign plays a major role for shaping and defining your attitude, appearance, and the first impressions you make on others.
Okay.
Oo.
So, your character.
Oo. Meron yan sa Batsy, di ba?
Meron.
So, it's very similar.
Yes.
Very similar to Batsy. Ngayon lang kami medyo na nagkakaroon ng interest sa Western astrology. But it's really, well, meron din siyang mga computations. And I think I will leave that to G. That's why I was telling him to try to understand it and then teach me. Teach me.
May mga ano yun, latitude, longitude, di ba?
Pero ang pinaka-importante doon is the hour of birth. Kaya, ganun din sa Batsy, kailangan meron kayong hour of birth kasi doon mo makikita yung ascendant sign mo kasi nga assigned ng 2 hours each. Ang 12 signs din eh.
12 signs. Yes.
Ano yung simula? Sagittarius is December, January is Aquarius, and then
Capricorn
after...
muna. Capricorn. After Sagittarius.
Oh, okay. Hindi, Sagittarius pala, December.
In December yun. So, Capricorn nag-umpisa. January.
Sagittarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius.
Oh. Then, you have
Pisces.
Pisces.
Then
and
Aries.
Taurus. May Aries pa. Okay.
Aries muna, then Taurus, and then hindi ko siya masyado
Gemini,
memorize.
Leo,
Oo.
Libra, Virgo, Libra, and then Scorpio.
Yun. So 12 signs.
Oh.
Tapos kanina naman nabanggit na natin yung 12 signs ng Chinese astrology. So what is a rising sign? What does it mean, G?
Okay, so ito ba yun? First, what actually is the rising
Nawala
sign?
na naman siya.
So that second you took your first breath, all the planets were arranged in a unique configuration. So the snapshot of the sky at your exact moment of birth is referred to as your birth chart
Natal
or
chart.
the natal chart.
Natal chart din ho ang tawag sa Batsu. Okay, which is the 4 pillars of destiny. That's why I was telling G na it was really Camilla's destiny to become queen.
Yun nga.
Diba?
Pero queen consort siya.
Oo.
Yun pa
Pero
rin.
ang sinasabi ko nga, 'di ba, kasi kung kunyari si Diana talaga 'yon, then queen talaga siya. But
Queen.
it was not to be because it was not her destiny. So, yun na nga.
May explanation ka kanina why Prince Charles did not marry Camilla.
Ano siya, may asawa siya
Yun nga,
in the first
kaya nga.
place.
So, they prefer unexperienced. Nakalagay eh.
They, ano?
Prefer unexperienced brides for royalty.
Oh, of course.
Oo,
At
yun
saka
ganun.
gusto talaga, at saka, di ba, kaya nga nag-abdicate si Prince Edward to marry Wallis Simpson in the olden times. Kaya nga ngayon nagtataka ako kasi pwede na pala ngayon magpakasal sa divorcee and still you can become king. Kasi in the olden days, that wasn't allowed.
King si Charles, di ba?
Oo, akala natin si William na because nagmo-modernize din yata ang rules regarding monarchy. So anyway, like Batsu again, we're not just a single sign in Western astrology. So yung nababasa ninyo na monthly and daily horoscope, it's only a glimpse. Because why is it a glimpse? Because there are other factors in one's astrology. Di ba hindi naman pwedeng lahat ng Libra pare-parehong nangyari sa isang araw. Hindi naman pwedeng lahat ng Pisces pare-pareho yung nangyari. So ganun din ho sa Batsu. Kasi nga, you have to consider the year, the month, the day, and the time of birth. Yun. So
yung horoscope na mga Libra, Scorpio, parang it's based on the month sa Western astrology. Diba?
Pero ang ascendant mo is very important to know, but that's really neglected by a lot of astrologer kasi hindi nila ini-explain kasi it's really very complicated. Oo. So let's discuss one of the most popular and most misunderstood placements, which is the rising sign, otherwise known as your ascendant. Okay. So, asan ka na?
Yan.
Nandun na tayo sa...
Saan? Diyan. Sige. I-ano mo lang. At i-ready ko lang itong natin.
Ay, hello Ma'am Nelia. Missed your program twice. Been from a medical facility. Sorry to hear about that. I'm listening and watching MB. Good evening, G and Marge. And so we dedicate this song to Ma'am Nelia and to others who can relate to the age of the song. Si Grace daw is not vaccinated, kaya takot lumabas. Pero kanina ho, sinabi ng World Health Organization that the pandemic is over and yet COVID is still here and we just have to live with it. But it's milder. Although highly transmissible but milder. Okay?
It's an F. Okay. Let's try this. Okay.
Ingay?
Yeah, sige.
Okay. Test. Para masyado nang humina yun. Sorry.
Hindi ba introduce yung song?
So we're going to be singing Traces of Love.
Okay. You ready? It goes.
Faded photographs covered now with lines and creases, tickets torn in half, memories in bits and pieces, traces of love long ago that didn't work out right. Traces of a trace of love still there somewhere. Traces of hope in the night that she'll come back and dry these traces of tears from my eyes.
Yun. Iba daw boses mo, sabi ni 𝗕𝘂𝗳𝗳𝗲𝗁 Reyes.
Oh, thank you, Shell, and thanks for tuning in tonight, as always. Thank you, si Shell. Parati siyang nakikinig, pero hindi siya nag-comment kasi minsan tinatamad siya mag-comment. Alam pa din daw ni Ma'am Miles yung she still knows the lyrics.
Okay.
And, of course, show of hands from Elise. And, singing along. Sabi ni Ma'am Miles, I love that song. Sino pa bang nakaka-relate sa masyado ng luma yun eh.
Oo.
Okay. So, balik tayo sa sa rising sign and the ascendant.
Okay.
So, sabi nga ni G, from the first gasp of breath that you took, all the planets were arranged in a unique configuration. So it tells the astrologer what's going to happen in your life and what's going to be the future. Oo. So malalaman din kung ano yung personality ninyo. Much like Batso again.
Oo, pareho
It
lang
tells you
no?
of the profiles
Oo.
and ano pa ba? Profile and kung ano yung
How you operate as a person.
you operate as a person.
How people see you. Diba?
So, it's based on your precise time, date, and location of arrival. Astrologers have that birth charts can provide powerful insight on an individual's personality, identity, motivation, along with the opportunities that are presented to you. Like in Feng Shui, diba, there are 3 kinds of luck. First, the ones that were given to you by the heavens, and then second one is the man luck, which is your sipag and tiyaga, and the people that you meet along the way. So thank you so much, Nicole.
Yeah.
For
Yan ang mga heaven luck.
Hindi, si Nicole, parang nobleman.
Or noble person.
Noble person, helpful friend, ganon.
Ano yan eh.
It's given by the heavens. Oo. So, the third kind of luck in Feng Shui is the
earth luck.
Earth luck.
That's where Feng Shui comes in.
Which means the way you live in harmony with your surroundings. Okay? So, what does the rising sign reveal, G?
So the rising sign reveals your perception of reality. So it is often erroneously referred to as the mask you wear in public. So the rising sign is much more personal than your external. Front-facing persona.
Yung pinapakita mo sa tao, that's usually...
So it's similar talaga sa Batsi din, no?
Oo. So, yung pinapakita mo sa tao is not really the real you. It's actually a projection of you. Diba? And the image that you want to project is what is shown by your Western astrology sign. Yung zodiac sign mo rin. Kunyari Libra. Like Libra. Supposedly, ang Libra is the sugar cookie of all the zodiac signs. They're supposed to be sweet. They're supposed to be nice.
And trying to be balanced.
Not really balanced, ha? Trying lang. So,
yun nga. So, the rising sun reveals your perception of reality. And then, Your rising sign represents the microcosm of your entire life experience, including the themes, cycles, and patterns that will show up in your life over and over again. So it functions as the instruction manual for your reality. Thus, informing not just the way others see you, but also the way you perceive others. Oh, ganun din, di ba?
Oo, pareho din.
Oo.
So, your rising sign is...
Your rising sign also establishes your chart ruler. Basically, the planet that calls the shots on your entire life. Yeah. So this planet is instrumental in shaping your lived experience, your long-term life trajectory, and how you relate to the world around you. So discovering your chart ruler is a powerful and eye-opening experience. So it gives you powerful insight into the narrative that defines your reality. Likewise, understanding your ascendant is key to understanding your truth. So it sets the tone of your life and illuminates your reality.
Okay, as an example, recently ko lang nalaman na as
Nabasa ko nga yung ano mo eh.
Oo.
Yung chart.
Oo. So as an example, my ascendant is Taurus.
Okay.
So up until recently, I could never really understand why I am the way I am and why I operate the way I do and why I think the way I do.
Okay.
Di ba? So it was very hard for me to understand because being a Pisces born, I'm supposed to be dreamy. I'm supposed to float when going into a room, and I'm supposed to be very somebody who does not come on too strong. Yung parang ganun, kasi pag Pisces, alam mo, soft na tao yun eh.
Ganun ba Pisces?
Oo. But that is only my birth sign. My ascendant is Taurus. Headstrong.
Okay.
Super headstrong. So, the chart ruler is Venus. Siguro kaya...
Sa'yo yan.
Oo. It also matters yung kung ano yung ruler ng ano mo, ng
kaya artist
ascendant
ka.
mo.
Oo.
So, Taurus rising, value lasting stability. Ganun ako. Gusto ko stable at saka gusto ko parang sigurista ako eh. Oo. Those born under a Taurus ascendant seek to build lives they can trust and prioritize security, comfort, and long-term investments. So when I was younger and I was working, all my other colleagues would have signature bags and stuff and while ako, I would rather keep my money and buy properties. Gusto ko yung gusto ko yung mahahawakan ko, tsaka yung nag-appreciate kesa, di ba, if you buy bags, they depreciate. Di ba? Well, kung bibili ka ng maraming Rolex, it appreciates. Pero yung mga ibang hindi ko kasi parang hindi ko talaga yun eh. Gusto ko talaga yung mga bagay na nag-appreciate like jewelries and and
real
properties,
estate.
real estate, ganon. So gusto ko talaga ng ng long-term investments and stability. So as the first earth sign of the zodiac, Taurus appreciates physical tactile experiences, something that has to do with the hands. So people with Taurus ascendant tend to enjoy working with their hands, as I do. Kasi I paint, I cook, I make bracelets, I do so many things with my hands.
Crafts.
Okay? Pero pag sinabi kasing craft, akala nila mangkukulam. Diba?
Which craft yun?
Oo, no. At saka
Marami namang craft.
Napaka-derogatory ng when people say you're crafty. Di ba? Parang wily, parang ganun. Pero hindi ho ganun. I just really love to do things with my hands. Marunong ho ako manahin ng damit. Marunong ako maggupit ng For the longest time, I used to cut cheese hair, but now there's nothing to cut.
Yun nga, kaya nga.
No more, nothing to cut na.
Tapos na eh.
Oo. Beautiful song daw, sabi ni Nestor Estrella.
Ganda yan. Tapos sax mo, yung instrumental part.
Oo.
Ganda yan. Diba?
So Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is the chart ruler for Taurus rising or ascendant, which means romance, sensuality, pleasure, stability, and longevity. Extremely important for those born under this sign. So Taurus ascendant can be a bit stubborn, which I am, and averse to change, which I am, and and so the advice for me is to learn to go with the flow and to trust the process. It's very crucial that I do that. Otherwise, I will be going against the flow, and I will have a hard life. So, the next time that you're looking for the stars for validation, you may want to keep your chart ruler in mind, because in astrology, your chart ruler not only heavily plays into your day-to-day horoscope reading, but also on the first impression you're likely to make upon others. So each
astrological sign has a ruling planet, or a planet that is most closely associated with that sign. Oh, yan siya.
So anyone wants their horoscope read for the month of May for this full moon?
Oh.
Anyone? Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Okay.
Cancer. Ayun, nakalimutan ko yung Cancer kanina. Leo, Virgo, Libra.
Ikaw, ano ka? Libra. So, Libra, material person. It's time for a spiritual release. For this time lang, Gia. Value especially luxurious when it exists in secret.
Okay.
Silent pride is sexiest because when you know what is within your possession, people who undermine you become ridiculous at best. During this eclipse season, you're being called to take a slice of peace and worry less about what people are unaware of. So we all have the capacity to learn when life presents challenges.
Ayun.
Okay, si Elise, Capricorn.
Capricorn. Yan. So Capricorn, you get to define your speed, values, and standards. So you know yourself better than anyone else. So gaining insight and perspective from others is often helpful, or at least interesting. So ultimately, you get to determine what brings you joy, peace, and a sense of safety. So focus on indulging in what is healthy, even if you hurt a few feelings. Boy, class yun for the Capricorns.
For the Capricorn. Sagittarius, si Ma'am Miles.
Sagittarius, sort out your upset by paying attention to your dreams. So when we feel anger, sadness, or guilt, there is likely a memory worth exploring. So the past is the past, and it can manifest as fear if left unaddressed. So pay close attention to your dreams during this eclipse. They are self-reflections from your subconscious.
Okay. Yun, para kay Mama. Sabi ni Elise, thank you. Sabi daw pagkagitara ni Sir G, sabi ni Edgar Barbado, hindi uso ngayon linya na driver, sweet lover ang uso sa akin, katulad nyo ni Sir G, Ma'am Marge, ang linya ko, music lover, sweet lover. Right. Because music is the language of the soul. Diba? Music is, kahit walang lyrics. Oo. True daw, sabi ni Ma'am Miles. Anong binasa mo sa kanya?
Yung Sagittarius.
Oo. Kasi parang there's a memory that's worth exploring. So, you become fearful if you leave it unaddressed. So pay close attention to your dreams.
Si Edgar daw, Virgo. Basahin natin ang Virgo. So Virgo, we are all products of our time and come with many of the collective bugs of our generation. So this eclipse season calls for you to listen and learn, as opposed to being loud and proud. So humility is everything. And you will find that through patience. The appropriate words will come at the right time.
Okay. Yun. Tapos, dahil sisingit
Yan,
tayo ng Ally
Maganda yan.
McBeal,
Oo.
Von the Shepherd song.
Okay.
Sabi ni Shell Andres, iba yung boses ko ngayon. It's because we have a harmonizer. Pwedeng solo, pwedeng may harmony si G, o pwedeng may harmony yung harmonizer.
Tinesting lang namin.
Tinesting lang namin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try this.
Okay, before you try it,
Sige na. Sige. Nakakarin kami mag-feedback yan. Ayan, okay. It's ending. Yeah.
ang dami ginagawa.
Ha? Mababi kong i-on.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's try it.
See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise on a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember when a dream appears, you belong to me. I'll be so lonesome without you. Maybe you belong some too and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me. basahin natin. Love this song. Sabi ni Elise, love this song, You Belong to Me. Yes! That's from Ellie McBeal. Grabe ko ka-favorite yon bago naging K-drama.
Oo nga, di ba?
Oo. Kaya lang hindi ko natapos yun, ha? Hindi ko na alam yung nangyari.
Hindi, ulitin natin ulit.
Sige, pwede natin
meron
ulitin.
naman.
From, ang gaganda ng mga songs doon.
Nasa Disney Channel.
Sige. So, okay, we prepared some more songs from Vonda Shepherd.
Marami Oo. Yan. And, okay.
Key? Anong key?
Yeah, thank you for reminding. Yeah. Let's try it. Okay.
Why does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? 'Cause you don't love me anymore. Why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars glow above? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no I can't understand how life goes on the way it does. Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. They know it's the end of the world. It ended when you said goodbye.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, favorite daw ni Ma'am Miles
Ganda,
yun.
di ba?
Ganun na ba
Oo.
ako ka-aged? Hindi naman. Si Ali Bakbil kasi kailan lang naman yan.
Oo, ganda yung mga,
At saka,
mga kanta dun eh.
ito, parang, it's not that old.
Oo.
Oh, yun. Alam niyo pa daw yung lyrics. Sabi ni Ma'am Miles. Sabi ni Elise, super bagay po sa voice yung mga songs, tita. Pinili namin yun.
Tapos
Kasi-
i-adjust namin yung key.
Oo, in-adjust namin yung key. Tapos
Sabi sa
naglagay
mataas
si
key.
Tito G ng harmonizer.
Yung Vonda Shepherd na...
Ang taas. Hindi ko
eh.
kaya.
Oo, Vonda Shepherd.
Wow, naisipan ko sana i-request sa'yo mamang kantang hindi nakakasawang pakinggan. The End of the World. Okay na, nakanta nyo na. Salamat daw, sabi ni Edgar.
Okay.
Okay. So, because we have a lot of songs for you and because no one is requesting. Saan nangyari yun? Okay. Ito, here's something upbeat. And
Yeah.
it's something that all of us know about.
Wala nga yan. It's,
Okay.
wag na. Okay, let's try this. Yeah. There's another song from 𝗕𝗂𝗳𝗲𝗁. Diba?
I know something about love. You gotta want it bad. If that guy's not into your blood, go out and get him. If you want him to be very part of you, that makes you want to breathe. Here's the thing to do. Tell him that you're never gonna leave him. Tell him that you're always gonna love him. Tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him right now. I know something about love. You've gotta show it. Make him see that love above. Reach out and get it. If you want it, make your heart sing out. And if you want him to only think of you, tell him that you're never gonna leave him. Tell him that you're always gonna love him. Tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him right now. Ever since the world, it's been a day for man. Di na practice to. I know something about love. You've gotta take it and show him what the word is made of. A kiss will prove it. If you want him to be always by your side, take his hand tonight. Swallow your foolish pride and tell him that you're never gonna leave him. Tell him that you're always gonna love him. Tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him right now. O, di ba masaya? Ang saya ng song. Ang bilis. Tapos meron ako ditong hindi na rehearse. Kasi hindi ho namin rehearse lahat ng song. Basta nag-print lang nang nag-print si G. Oo. So anyway, we still have a couple of anything you might wanna hear. Okay.
Here's another song from 𝗕𝗂𝗳𝗲𝗁. Ganda to.
Pero sandali.
Ano?
Oo. Okay. Hindi pa to ending.
Hindi pa.
That's why I'm asking for anybody who want to hear something that is memorable to you, something that is, akala mo naman, ang dami na repertoire ko.
Uy, Somber Over the Rainbow.
Sige.
Sabi ni Nicole.
Okay.
Let's try it. Hanapin natin yan. Ito muna tayo. Okay. Samba.
Alin yan?
Ito yan.
MS.
Yan naman. Ayan.
Such a beautiful song, Nicole. For Nicole and Nina.
Meron.
Ano daw? Hey Jude, tapos... Sabi ni Ma'am Miles, ano request ni Edgar Vadbadon? I sang that to lull my appos to sleep. Yan ang theme song ko. Sabi ni Nicole, thank you. Ano yung kinakanta nating lullaby?
A wish, ano?
Ay, iba yun.
Iba yun. Iba yan.
A wish is a...
Yun ang pang-lalabay.
Yun ang So,
Wish
we're
your
gonna
heart.
sing one Disney song for Tita Joyce, who might not be here because she's into Gagaraw. And Kathy,
A dream is a wish your heart makes. Maganda yan.
something from Disney. Is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartaches. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter how your heart is aching, if you keep on believing, that dream that you wish will come true. Thank you, Nicole. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. Kakaiyak naman yun.
Oo, di ba?
Ikaw talaga, G. Paano mo naiisip mong kanta? Alam ko na yung panglal.
Yun, ano?
Rockabye, baby.
May lyrics ba nun?
Rockabye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bow breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, cradle and all.
Yan.
Hindi pa naman natin sila pinapatulog yan. Di ba? So, thank you so much for everyone who has stayed with us for the past 1.5 hours. And, of course, we have our extra song for everyone. I hope that this has been, wonderful and joyful evening for everyone who has listened to Ma'am
Welcome
Nelia
next
Pascual, to
Saturday
Nicole, and sabi niya, Disney Cinderella animated version, I think. Yun. Yung ano. And to Ma'am Miles, of course. And to Edgar Badbadon, Nestor Estrella. Of course, Elise, and Luz Papa, Shell Ann, and Edgar Badbadon. And si Joe Limlingan. Naidlip ako. Sino yun? Sino yung naidlip? Sinong nakatulog?
Si Nestor.
Si Nestor Estrella. Thank you so much for listening to everyone. Luz Papa, Ma'am Nelia Pascual, and everyone else who we cannot see in this comment section. So, here goes a song that might liven up. Yung Hey Jude daw. Just a little bit.
What about pitch daw?
Hey Jude, don't make it sad. Take a sad song and make it better. Let him into your heart, then you can start by making it better. Next week.
Mataas pa doon sa A. Dapat
Hindi ko rin alam ang lyrics eh.
Oo.
So, Edgar, next week, ha?
Next week.
Promise. We'll be expecting you next week. Okay, so thank you again.
Mayi is here.
Oh, Mayi Humapol. You can just listen to the replay. Team replay si Mayi ngayon. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, Habol. And this is our extra song, and we hope after making you sleep to wake you up.
Okay, let's try it. Dito. Okay. Gagamit ka ba na? Okay, let's try it. And
Does he love me? I wanna know. How can I tell if he loves me so? Oh no, you'll be deceived. It's fast. Oh no. If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss. Is it in his face? Or an embrace?
Ayan.
good night, everyone. Have a wonderful Sunday tomorrow. And
Until next week.
And until next week for Mother's Day,
Yes.
we'll be having a special set of songs for everyone. So thank you so much. And again, this is Marge saying goodbye. Thank you for having stayed with us for the past 1.5 hours. We were hoping it's going to be 3 hours. But anyway, ang kapal ng mukha. Say your bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night, Philippines.
Good night. Bye. Love you all. Till next Sabado daw, sabi mga ka-Berks, sabi ni Ma'am Miles. Ma'am Miles, love you. Hope you can come home soon. Squeeze them tight and find out what you really want to know. If it's love, if it really is, it's there in his kiss, by the way he acts.
Thank you, Nell.
Listening to all I say. If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss. It's in his kiss.
Good night.
Good night. Love you all.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessarily those of the station.
If you like listening to our station,